Shalom Aleichem. Welcome to class. I'm Rabbi Dr. Oluwafemi. We'll continue on the Hebrew Hevarah, and that's the Hebrew syllable. And we'll be addressing the exceptions that we have on the open syllables. From the definition of a closed syllable usually ends with a consonant, while an open syllable usually ends with a vowel. However, we have two letters and consonants. These are aleph and e. So when you see them at the end of a word, you can still make the syllable an open syllable rather than a closed syllable. So that's what we're discussing in a moment. Let's see the aleph first. This aleph, so when it ends the word, we have a word like we have bo. And with the transliteration, we have bait, we have ulem, war, and we have aleph. Now, in this case, this syllable is seen as an open syllable rather than a closed syllable. From the definition of an open syllable, it usually ends with a vowel. However, in the case of ending with aleph, then it is also seen as an open syllable and not a closed syllable. Though aleph is a consonant, however, it's a silent letter. This means to come. Alright, so to come. So let's see another example using the letter E. This letter E. So when it ends a word also, it is also seen as an open syllable rather than a closed syllable. An example like we have this word ko, and by transliteration we have kaf, we have olem deflative, that's a long vowel, then we have e. Now this is a syllable and it's an open syllable, though it ends with a consonant e. So when it ends with he, it's also seen as an open syllable. So these are the exceptions. And this ko means does. So now there are chances to have e ending a syllable, and that syllable is not seen as an open syllable. When I say to Hebrew laws, there are exceptions. Now let's see this same letter. I'll bring out a word. Now then we'll see how it ends a word, and that same particular syllable is seen as a closed syllable rather than an open syllable. Yeah. Now this E, now there's a dot in, which is seen as mapik. Now this dot, mapik, when it is introduced, it makes this letter, this consonant at the end of a word close that particular syllable. So I have a word like ba. We have ba, and ba by transliteration. We have bait, we have this commit, no boy, then we have E for this bar. So in this case, it is a closed slip rather than an open slip, and it means in her, in her. So these are a few instances where we have exceptions to the open syllable. Now let's dive quickly to the other part, that's the closed syllable. Now the closed syllable